It's Transport Fever. So what we're actually doing today is having a look at some of the mods that I've been using recently. If you've been tuning into the big build, you probably will recognise quite a few of them. What I've tried to do is concentrate on the asset type mods for this video. I obviously do use quite a few of the vehicle mods as well. If you would like to see me do a video on that, just drop a comment below. So let's get started. So the first mod I'm actually going to look at is the fencing mod. So I actually use this quite heavily in the big build, as you've probably already noticed. So you have actually got quite a few options here, as you can see, for the fences. So what I actually like to do with this mod is, so when you've got a bit of a motorway just like this, is actually use this railing down the centre. It's almost like a crash barrier. You have got quite a few options in the mod, so you can obviously make it, we just put it in like that. So that's obviously the wrong way, but if you change it to right, you can make it on the right side. We've got a bear crossing the road. Interesting. So if you put it on the right side, like I say, you can actually make the motorway look pretty realistic. You do have to come in and out of the mod to swap it round, but let's switch it to the side. You can actually preview it like that, so if you can see you've got the wrong side, just switch it to the side, and there you go. And then it puts a nice barrier down there. I have also got other options in this mod, so as you can see here, we've got all the different other railings. I've actually got them set up over here. Let's go and have a quick look. This is just a small selection of them. So as you can see, got a nice kind of railing one there, which would be quite good for like a construction site or something. Just the regular walls as well, they look quite good. That's just 3 options there. There are actually other options as well. I've got then like the picket fences. They all look pretty nice. And then just like a regular wooden fence, which is cool. And then this one. So this one I actually use quite a bit to go around the industries. So if we just place down an industry, let's select that one will do. Like so. And we'll go to this one. So as you can see, there's different options in this one as well. What you can also do is have like curved and arcs and things like that. But for this one, what is nice to do is just go round, kind of fence off the industry, so it kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. That's the kind of thing you would see on that type of building. So the next mod we're going to look at is actually a train station. So as you can see, it's this one here, so the German train station, but it actually looks really modern and really nice. So let's just add that one down. So that's obviously a terminus one. You can move the buildings around like so, just by choosing which ones you want. Various other options on here. What you can also do, so if we actually, once you've placed it down, is go into the configure, and there are actually quite a few options on the miscellaneous. So you can do things like walkways and things like that. Obviously you can add extra platforms on if you want to as well. And then the tracks just work exactly the same as they normally do. But really nice looking mod. Looks really modern and a great addition to the game. The next mod we've got here is the terrain mod. So as you probably have seen in the big build, as I've done it, I've actually done quite a bit of terrain, changing the terrain and things like that. One of the most annoying things about the original brushes that's in the game is it's actually really slow to do anything. So with this mod, as you can see, you've got a couple of different brushes, and what this actually does is make the standard brush a lot stronger. So when you actually increase in or trying to make mountains and things like that, or hills, it's much easier, as you can see, and cuts down the amount of time that it takes just to create anything nice. So you can also make nice mountains and things like that, maybe lakes if you want to. Really nice mod. And the next mod we've got is actually some bus stops. So let's just add a road in here. And as you see, we've got some additional bus stops. Just them ones there. So that's the standard one. So if we just put the standard one down, The standard one looks nice. Looks perfectly okay. But the new ones, so these ones, actually look really modern and nice. Let's just add that to the other side. So they are much more modern. Let's see if we can add a couple more in. So there are a few options. Just to really give you a bit of a variety over the standard ones. Probably not so keen on this one, but the others look actually really good. So there we go. So the next mod is actually the cargo container mod. So as you can see here, we've got a factory with a goods factory. So what it's actually quite nice to do, or what I quite like to do, is add these cargo containers. So we've got a few different options. Also some kind of bricks and kind of pipes and things like that. That's quite useful. So let's go and just have a look at the cargo containers. So you have actually got a few options. So you've got different sizes. You can have different length ones. You can have then different brands on them. To be honest, I normally go for the generic one, but if you wanted one with a brand on it, like Majeski or whatever, you can have that. You can offset them off the ground if you need to. Normally, to be honest, I just have them on the standard. And then you can actually have rows of them. So if you want 10 in a row, you can have 10. So they go all the way. You can have a few side by side, like so, which looks pretty cool. And then you can actually make them have a space in between if you need to. Again, looks really good. And if you want to, you can also stack them. So if we do terrain adjustment, they kind of adjust to the terrain to the fit nicely. But yeah, if you stack them, so we can have them all stacked up, or we can have them randomly stacked as well. So if you wanted to make like a container yard or something like that, you could do that. But they just add kind of a bit of detail to the factories that you build and stuff like that. Probably quite good around like ports and things like that, because that's the kind of thing you would see there. So really nice mod. And the next mod we've got is actually a car park mod. So if we just jump into the roads, as you can see here, we've got different parking lots. So all this does is actually just give a little bit more realism to your kind of stations and things like that. So all you basically do is just draw the road as you would normally, and it kind of add parking spaces. So obviously these parking spaces don't actually do anything, they're just there for show. You can have different type ones. You can maybe have like lorry parks and things like that, which would be quite cool. That one's quite cool. And there's also one down here, which is just slightly different, but really nice. They don't actually cut off straight, so that you do have the round bit there, but that still looks okay. The one there, so quite a few parking spaces there. What you can then do is go and download a model mod to put cars and things like that down. It would be pretty cool if there could be used passengers and things drove to the car parks and then got out and then walked to the station. That would be pretty cool. You never know, in a future version of Transport Fever that might happen. So, but really cool mod for making your stations and things like that look nicer. So that's a quick look at some of the mods that I've been using recently. I will drop links in the description below if you want to go and check them out yourself. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you do think other people would be interested, please share it on your social media. And if you want more of Transport Fever, why not subscribe and hit that notification bell to receive a notification every time I upload a video. And if you've not checked out my Big Build series, I'll link that in the description below as well. And you'll see most of these mods in action. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.